Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diary. So today I'll make another video on the same series of lazy programming series, and in this video itself I'll try to cover two concepts. One is if-else shorthand notation and the another one is docstring. So both are the important topics. I'll try to get it covered, combine it in one video itself. Before proceeding further with that, I just want to know whether you like the challenge 2 or not, and whether you have built the code from your side at the time of after understanding the problem statement and making the code about it, or you're taking a help of it. Just let me know about it, and if you still not able to understand that challenge 2 and with the code also, with the explanation also, just let me know about it in the comment section of that video. I'll try to make another video, or I'll provide more explanation on the same. So proceeding further in this video, and so first of all, we just talk about, we already discussed about if and else itself. So why the need of we are using a shorthand if else notation? So in Python we can use a shorthand if else notation called a ternary condition operator. This is just a one liner itself, so it's nothing like that. It's a different type of if and else. No, it's a type of a single liner itself, where we are defining if and else, both the conditions over there itself, and even the output we are defining in the same place itself. When I'm talking about the syntax itself, you can able to understand very well how exactly this shorthand if else will work. So taking example, if I'll take an example like x is the final result, where we're trying to get it, store the result itself. So x equal to, that is a section where we wanted the output to be stored, and then after that it's itself equal to, I just have to get a defined value if true. So I'll just give it the statement whatever I just wanted to be get it printed. So that statement I have to put it, if the condition is true, then I put the if, and then I have to put the condition. So this is the syntax I'm telling you right now. So the value, then after that I have to put the syntax as if, then I have to give the condition, then after that I have to mention else, and then I have to give the value once again, whatever the value I just want to get it printed once the condition is false. Now if we are talking about x equal to 5, this is initialization over there itself. Now I'll go ahead further with that, and y equal to the statement which I wanted, the value I just want to get it printed. If is the syntax. Now I'll just try to put the condition x ampersand 2 is equal to 0, then else odd. That is the complete statement about it, and print y. So by that way itself we are just trying to get that output, and in this case the solution, we are getting the output as odd itself. So you can able to see when I'm running the code itself, this is just an explanation. So make sure that just recall it whenever we are talking about if else shorthand notation. It's a one liner where we are using if and else, putting the values, condition, everything at one place itself, and we try to fetch out the output stored in one of the variables itself, and that variable we just try to get it print on a screen. Okay, that's all about that shorthand if else notation. Now docstring. So what is docstring? So most of the cases when you seeing the code itself, so as we discuss about the comment, if we want to put some comments in the code itself, we are just using single quote 3 times, and at the same till whatever that code itself we wanted to be get it commented, we are putting three time single quote, and then same 3 times single quote we are putting at the end itself, and by that way the whole portion, whatever the portion we want to get it commented, we can comment that. But in case of docstring, if you're seeing that everything, it looks like a docstring itself, but there is a difference between it. So what's the difference between? Docstring is in Python are used to document functions, classes, module, or methods. They are written as a string literally that appears as the first statement in the module, function, class, or method definition. I'll give an example of it. So taking example, whatever the definition, if I just want to get it print, I wanted that to be get it print. So to get it print, I have to put just after the function itself. So just after the nomination of the function and before the body of that function, in between of, I just have to put that content, and that we consider as a docstring that will get it returned. So comment we are not able to see on our screen when we compile the code, run it. But in case of docstring, we can print that. But the condition is it should be below that initialization of the function, and it's above the when we are defining the body of the whole function itself, it's coming above that. It's in the case of class also, in case of modules also, everywhere we can use it as per that need itself. Okay, we can see that how exactly it will work. It's a good practice to include informative doc strings in your code to make it easier for others to understand its purpose and uses. So like assembly like a command itself, doc string is also one of the most important portion itself of the programming. Like if anyone, we just want others to understand the code very well, then that's the reason behind it. We are utilizing a doc string so that we can print the statement whatever we want to get it printed over there itself, inside of the function, inside of the class, modules, whatever is in need. Now we'll go to the practical section for it, just to see actual how exactly both the things, like if else I'm talking about as a shorthand notation, and if I'll talk about the doc string, how exactly the both the things are working fine. Okay, let me go to the system now, explain you about it, how exactly is it. Be with me. Okay, so now we talk about the practical section for it, and this is the code for the if and else notation, a shorthand notation for it. So this is the two condition, I'll put it over there. I'll just take it as an input from the user side. So there is one, I'll just take it one number as this x and another number as y itself, that to be get it stored in a and b, and then we just try to make it that in such a way like whether x is greater or y is greater, then accordingly like as per the conditions we are defining. So if and else is bit clear to you, we just try to understand the shorthand notation over here itself. Okay, so I'll try to print it over here itself, whatever the condition is get it fulfilled. So taking example, if a is less than b, then in that case this condition will be preferred. If else, like if this is not true and the false condition is there, then in that case this will be get it printed. That's clear about it. So this is one of the single liner we have to define if and else both the things. The condition for if, the value is get it defined over here itself, and for the else, whenever it's a condition is false, this will be get it printed. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand. Let me run the code and make you understand about it. So if we compile the code, I'll put the value x as 2 and y is 3. So you can able to see which condition is fulfilled now. So this is 2 and this is 3. Okay, so now if we are comparing it, a is less than b, then in that case this is the condition over there itself where y is bigger than x. Okay, this condition will be fulfilled as if condition is true, then in that case this will be get it printed on the screen. So this is all about the notation section. Now we'll go for the doc string. So this is the code for the doc string. So nothing much about in the doc string itself. We simply have to define one of the function. Okay, then we are putting it, as I told you about it, we have to put the doc string in between of the body and the name initialization of the function itself. So this is the name initialization of the function, and over here itself this is the body. Before that, in between of it we have to put the doc string. So I put it over here itself. I am simply calling it. So this is a syntax to get it call any function itself as a doc string. We are using any doc string to call the along the doc string, we just have to use this. Okay, so I'm just using this as a greet dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. We just have to put it, and this is the syntax we have to use it. So whenever we have the doc string in the function itself, we just calling in such a way itself. So along with the doc string we can call the whole function. Okay, let me compile it. Once I'll compile it, you can able to see, I can able to see the doc string over here itself. Okay, that's all about the thing which you are looking for it. So the whole doc string which we are defining inside of it, it's get printed over here itself. Okay, this is all about the simple example for it. Now this is the actual code. What we have to do, we are simply defining two variables over here, a equal to 9 and b equal to 8. Then we are doing the summation of it. Okay, so this is the one. Now there are two functions I am defining. There is function 1 and function 2. In function 1 we don't have any doc string, but in function 2 we have it. So in function 1 we are passing two values a and b, and then we are doing a plus b over here itself. So this will be give us the output of the addition of it. Once we proceeding further and defining, this is the another function, and we are passing the same value a and b over here itself also. But over here itself, like after initialization and in before the body of the function, we are defining the doc string over here. Then what we have to do, we simply have to get it call these function. This function we are calling it first, and now we are printing the value, and then after that I'm just calling this doc string also. So We can do both the things, like we can call the function also, and if we want a docstring also to be get printed, then we have to call in such a way itself. So both the things we have to make it very clear at first. So at the time when we are doing that process, then at the time we are just defining 5 and 7 to be get it pass over here. That will be carry forward inside of the function, and the process will be get it done, and we return back the value, and that value will be get it stored in V, and we are printing that. Now I wanted a docstring to be get it printed. That was the reason behind it. I am using this syntax with the function dot, and then I'll just print that. Let me run it so you can able to see. As per the need, we are getting both the things. This is the one we are getting the output as 6, and this is the docstring which we want to get it printed on our screen. Okay, perfect. As we are not calling function 1, that was the reason we are not able to see anything related to the function 1. If we are calling function 1 also, then in that case function 1 output is also we get it printed, but we are not. Then our purpose is just to utilize a docstring to be understand it how exactly with that content reverted back, return it back, along with that how we are getting the docstring also. So both the things we can define it in such a way. I hope you are able to understand the concept well about it, how exactly the docstring and how exactly the if and else notation of shorthand working for it. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel, and you can suggest few comments from your side if you think like the pace is not so good or whatever the challenges you are facing. If you're facing any challenges, let me know about in the comment section of this video. I'll try to improve that section for it. Okay, thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.